Well, in keeping with the spirit of this channel, which is model rocket engineering, trying to find ways to do better rocket builds, make them more reliable, and how to build them better, I'd like to go back to an old topic, and this is what's called chamfering. Chamfering is a woodworking term where you take the square corner of like a desk and you bevel off the sharp edge. With respect to model rocketry, when we get our kits, the tube, if you feel the edge here, there's a kind of a little of a bent in lip on this. And this needs to be straightened out. It's straightened out for two reasons. One, if you put the nose cone in, it's loose and then suddenly gets tight. And then that means it's going to shake back and forth, but yet it's not in there square. So we want to take that lip off of there. Same thing when we put the engine in. If the little lip is on there, it's going to be hard to get the rings in. And if you sand the rings, when you try pushing it in, it's going to go past the bottom of the tube, but then it's going to slide very easily and be loose in there, so you're not going to get a good fit. Same thing is true with the engine. We put this in. If we got the little lip when you put the engine in, it could start crushing the edge and making it peel inward. So again, we want to try to remove that little lip that's on there. There's some very simple ways to do this. I previously showed using like a marker, just pressing down and trying to smooth that out. A simpler way is actually just putting the nose cone in and put that in all the way. Then on the line, we just press down on the line and we just press it somewhat hard. And now the nose cone will just simply remove that little edge that's on there. You can even feel this edge is gone now. It's very, very smooth. And do the same thing for the other end. So put the engine in again, push that down. And now it's nice, now it's very, very smooth. The nose cone goes in very, very easily and slides right back out. If you can, if necessary, you can put a ring of tape around there. Actually, if you treat this with CA glue, you may have to do this again, simply because the CA glue is going to make the inside paper a little rough, because the paper fibers are going to stick up. And again, with the engine mount, do the same thing. Put the engine in. This is just a used engine, and just roll it around like this. And the same thing on the other side. Put this in, roll it around. Okay, so now you can see this is nice, smooth, easy fit. And again, if you treat this with CA glue like I've talked about before, it's going to tighten up a little bit because those fibers are going to be a little bit stiffer and they're going to probably stick up a little bit. In which case you might want to sand the inside of the tube. But at least you removed the lip and you made a very uniform fit, so this will slide in very, very easily. So again, you should do that with every rocket build to make your build a little bit better, and then treat these tubes with CA glue.